Hello. It's always a good start when Twitch is absolutely dunking on itself before I've even turned the stream on. All of my backside UI that you have on the streamer side is just gone. It just doesn't exist. Which is just brilliant. Oh, hello. Okie dokie. Let's do these two assigned quests, and then I can move on to doing the rest of the monsters after that point. World Insect Glaive Collectors. Yeah, Coral Pookie is the one I have listed as the last Master Rank 2 monster. Pretty sure you do Barrier off after that. I do not remember what Nightshade is weak to. Hello, Ein. Hello, Eugene. Hello, Rotes. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all doing good. It is water? Okay, I had an inkling of water. And that is what I was going to take. I'm glad that I was correct. Veridical? What's veridical mean? Hello, Lasta. Hello, Enten. Welcome. Do a barrel roll? I can't do a barrel roll. You need to be in a 3D space to do a barrel roll. I can't even do a Boolean roll. I could just do this sadness right here. You're using Insect Glaive? I mean, I don't know if Insect Glaive has the capacity to do a very wide, slow turn in that way, though. If it did, it'd be significantly more aerially capable. It'd be terrifying. Hello, Caphouse. It's going alright, how are you? There really is just no weapons in this rank, huh? That's crazy. Hello, Paolumu. The sleepy Paolumu. Doing fine. It's finally the weekend. His weekend. Another week closer. Horrifying how quick it is. He had everything else left you there? I mean, as far as Paolumu's concerned at that point in time, we've not really proven ourselves to be any threat to it. So it maybe makes sense that it would fly away. And based on how far it flies away, you're not asleep for terribly too long, right? Now he's thinking, fuck, I should have killed it. Yeah, exactly. Now he gets to regret his decisions. so pumped for SMT later. I'm glad you are. Someone has to, exactly. I don't not look forward to it. I just don't look forward to it. I'm kind of in that state of like I'm waiting for the shoe to drop, you know. Which maybe isn't a great way to approach it, but also like I can feel it. The more we're getting to the point where there's like mini bosses for like every single quest and stuff, right? But doing it at a relatively small amount of hours a week and having a long break between that time helps a lot. Gives me time to de-stress from it, right? So that's good. Fucking... How many frickin' bombs are they gonna throw? Jesus. I really need some recovery up. So that Megas actually heal an appropriate amount of health compared to 200 hit points. Because otherwise they kind of struggle a bit. They can't quite keep up. When did you do... Lagiana? I remember the story, like, vaguely. I can never remember where Legiana fits into it. Whatever it's called. Shrieking? Is that in 4? It's gotta be in 4 star, right? Because in 5, you're already doing Elders. After you do Angela? Must be. Must be. DJ Mega Sizer, amazing. Thank you very much. The follow, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. Noise made me jump. Hello. Oh, don't hit me with that, good. And Velk introduction that it should be seeking, yeah. Velk introduction is the final thing you can do in 3-star, I think. The final thing you do in 4-star is repel Velcano. And then the first thing you do in 5-star is Velkhana. It's like the same thing 3 times in a row. It's kind of hilarious and incredibly dumb. Charge Blade main. Very nice. I am actually a Dual Blades main. But these little challenges help to make me better at all of the weapons, at least. That's the only upside to them. Dual Blades you have to respect. I don't think you need to respect the Dual Blades, to be honest. they trivialize the game. They were always really powerful. When they got the slingshot move in 4U, they honestly maybe got tilted a little bit too far forward in terms of strength. Like comparative to other weapons. And since Worlds and every game after that point, like, they need to be nerfed. They keep being made stronger. Still no Velkhana by heart. It's great. Velkhana's so good. I'm really looking forward to doing it. You got World Rise and Wilds on PC? Hell yeah. Good stuff. Got into World Rise on the Xbox version. Yeah, I had World on PlayStation. The only reason I didn't have it on PC is because it came out on the consoles first, right? Same thing with Rise. I had it on the Switch before I got it on PC. And then Sunbreak came out at the same time, if I recall. That was like the big thing. When they released Rise, you had like 2 months to finish Rise, and then Sunbreak was going to be out, if I remember. It's been a hot moment. Pleasure to meet you, likewise. Insane Claim looks too good. It's really fun. Oh, I actually broke the tail. Damn. Longsword's an aura farming weapon in Wilds. I gotta be honest, I think if you use longswords, you lose all aura instantly. It's got too much. It's got too many tools. I haven't actually seen Mount Punisher Longsword. I didn't enjoy Wilds terribly too much, to be honest. It's why you have to farm it. Amazing. Yeah, I didn't enjoy Wilds too much. I felt, for my personal taste, the game was very trivial. And that's not just that it's because it's just high rank thing. So I didn't play it a lot, and I never really went outside of the dual blade scope because of that as well. At some point... Oh, and, you know, PC performance issues when it released. I'm tempted to, at some point someday, try and go back through it and use a weapon that's not dual blades to see if that makes the game harder. Because I think part of the problem might be genuinely that dual blades is just too OP. And you just wreck everything. So I'll probably play one of the, if I ever do it, I'll probably play one of the weapons that I'm a lot less proficient with, right? And then maybe that'll make it a little bit more fun for me. US bastard, it is bastard. You're amazed they don't give it a blunt move on the handles for SKO as well. And the DLC's coming out, they might. GOG's quite nice to play in a group. AT Arc Build's your favourite fight. I never did any of the ATs. For Wilds either. GOG, I only did it solo. And I think it's fine, but because I've played the games through, my personal biggest problem with GOG, I played since Freedom 2. So I've played them for a long time. It doesn't feel like GOG, if that makes sense. It might not if you've not fought him in 4U. Like, he's called GOG Mazios, he looks like GOG Mazios. Doesn't feel like the same monster to me. But I think a lot of the people who enjoy Wilds really like GOG, right? And a lot of people are experiencing for the first time and stuff, so it's cool that they get to enjoy him. Complete differences originally fought with a fort, yeah. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's just like odd in the fight as well. The laser rail cannon, whatever that figures. And proof of a hero plays. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Oh, don't pull me back to the screen. There we go. I try and provide. I don't advertise it anywhere, so it's no fault on your fault, DJ. Don't worry at all. I try and not have any spoilies for the expansions and stuff until like a month after they've come out, because it is really, really, really hard with Monster Hunter to not find out every single goddamn piece of information about the expansion before it's even come out, right? The only thing you really get away with is like the final boss, and then you know every other monster that's in the game. It's not your fault at all, don't worry, don't feel bad. Some people like the surprise, right? Yeah, with GOG, I felt like the fight was already kind of like decent. Could definitely do being modernized from 4U to like a more modern game, but it was already a good enough fight. It's not like something like Duran Moran or Gen Moran or Lao or insert old siege monster here, Shen Gao Ren, right? Where it's like, please desperately update these monsters. The fight is travel in straight line. Be bored for 20 minutes. Monster gets to final area. You lose. Although they already remade Lao to a degree in GU, right? God, they had Fatalis be way better in 4th gen? Yeah, Fatalis was a good redo in the 4th gen. And then they made Fatalis a lot better in this game, and it still feels like Fatalis. That's the only thing with GOG that like really puts me up with him, is it doesn't feel like GOG. Talamada is another good example. Switch Axe is too good in this game. This is the first Monster Hunter game, in my opinion, where I feel like Switch Axe is actually Switch Axe, right? Previous to this game, Switch Axe, it's still a good weapon, for sure. Other than when it was introduced, it kind of sucked in 3rd gen. It kind of felt like reload swords. You would use sword mode, you'd run out of sword mode, you'd reload your vial, you'd go back into sword mode, right? In Worlds, like, the axe moveset is good. You can do, if you get good with that weapon, you can do so much fun stuff with, like, switching while doing a backwards move into or out of axe, into swords, to, like, dodge an attack, to then switch back into swords, going forward to make some distance and stuff. Oh, it's delightful. It's so good. Hey, Weiss, welcome. Best I can do is the Kulve Siege. I mean, the Kulve Siege is basically just like the old sieges, right? It's phase 1 of Lao, of Shen Gao Ren, of the Morens, where you're just kind of like sitting there not doing anything and waiting for it. And then they made a good fight at the end of it, which is where they didn't succeed with the old siege type fights. Really good evade attack? Yeah, really good evade attack. How to max evade window extender? I liked, personally, I think, because I did a playthrough exclusively with Switch Axe in this game. I really enjoyed Evade Extender 2, specifically. But I think that one's always a little bit of, like, personal preference, right? But definitely Max Evade window. Oh, you can do some filthy stuff. I mean, I love Evade window in general. I've always been an evasion. An evasion enjoyer and Monster Hunter. Need Astalos? Astalos armor and weapons look good? They do look good. I'm probably not gonna get the DLC in all likelihood. My personal frame of reference for the first frame the hitbox was available past the wall, it hit me, and I was low enough health that I died, is what happened there. The first frame it became available to hit me, it could. I wasn't far enough behind the wall. So I just insta-died. Yeah, I like... My personal, like, ideal for Monster Hunter would be if every monster didn't come back for the span of an entire generation. So everything that's in Gen 5, maybe bar the, like, standolds, monsters that are always there to gauge your progress by, right? Your Rathian, your Rathalos, your Diablos. Maybe your Elders, but honestly, even then, I would love to have more than just the 3 Musketeers. That would be so much more fun, I think. And there's so many monsters in the franchise, right? Where's Kurapeki from 3rd Gen? We still haven't had it back. Some monsters return too much, yeah. Flagships return too often. And then there's other monsters that never see the light of day. And I know, like, they're fan favorites and stuff, so people want them, but... And for the majority, a lot of people seem to enjoy it, so it works out for them. I at least personally think it's a little bit boring fighting Zinogre every single goddamn game. You can take a 1-game break, like, it'll be okay. I mean, it's Zinogre, Tigrex, Nagakuga, Gormagala now as well, right? Well, Shiguru is the arguably the actual monster, right? Gore's just the Chrysalis. The Chaotic is a variant, yeah. I don't really know why they put Chaotic in, to be honest. Like, it was neat in 4U, but even in 4U it was a bit like, why is this fight here? In the game in which he was introduced. I love it from an ecological perspective. I think it's great. The Risen versions in Rise. I only ever did one of them, which was Chameleos. And I killed, like, I genuinely think I killed him easier than a normal Chameleos. And then oh, that's not true, actually. I did not Valstrax, Malzeno. As well. So I didn't really have any interest in the rest of the Risen. But maybe they were a bit better after Chameleos. Sunbreak TU were on a snake? I think some of them were really good. Velkhana was questionable, I think. But Amatsu was fantastic. I think Lucent in theory was a good idea. In practice was came up very, 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 very short. When you compare it to Raging Brachydios, right? The absolute glow up that Raging Brachydios got in World compared to what Lucent Naga gets in Rise is like... He's HD. Yeah, we're done. You can't compete with Angry Boxers heroes, it's not fair for Naga. I mean, that's the thing with Lucent though, right? They could have made, because it's got the poison, like, tail attacks and stuff. They could have actually boosted that thing's speed to be, like, insane. And give him a mode where he basically has full true invisibility, bar his eyes. And you're just trailing his eyes jumping around the arena, flinging poison barbs at you. Trying to figure out what his moves are based on eye context and noise. And it would make his fight, like, so much more engaging. But it's just invisible Naga, like, it's not even really that much quicker. You like the Lucent returning? It suffered from what the Hunter can do, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a struggle, I feel like, with keeping monsters up to date with what Hunters are capable of doing. And, it's just kind of like getting worse and worse, right? They have to nerf the Hunters, they do. But it seems like maybe that's kind of what the newer crowd wants, to be fair. It's just like a power fantasy absolutely beating the shit out of monsters, to be fair. It doesn't really seem like people want to have the measured fight as such that we used to have. So I think it's just gonna keep going, to be honest. Seems to be what people enjoy. Enjoy the food. Yep. Get some tasty stuff. Counter into counter. Yeah, that's an issue, right? Like the slow traveling for a punish that was the older games. Yeah, the deliberate playstyle. You had to be very intentional with what you did, otherwise you got punished for it, and it hurt a lot. Having to think while playing is nice, yeah. It keeps you engaged as well, at least for me. I kind of zone out when I'm playing Rise or Wilds. and then I just like end up turning it off because I'm I'm not engaged. World has that problem too, yeah, definitely. World is definitely where it started. Big time. Something that this specific save has like taught me, and I knew it was a thing with World in general, but this is definitely the save. Like, this is the first instance where you don't have to farm anymore in Master Rank. It's just nothing. I killed that Coral Pookie once, and I can upgrade the weapon. In one kill? Like, are you sure? Is that correct? You love to come back to World, still playing it? World is so good. It is genuinely a fantastic game. It's got its issues here and there, for sure. But it's great. Anyone who tries to sell you on the idea the game doesn't have problems is just lying to you or themselves, right? But it'd be fun. It'd be fun as fuck. You started playing Monster Hunter because Hunting Horn? Hunting Horn's great. I can't click with it. It doesn't mesh with me. I've never really managed to fall in love with it, despite trying to. But I always love it when there's a Hunting Horn person in the hunt. Free buffs, KOs, the monster's exhausted all the friggin' time. It's brilliant. 3rd gen onwards, right? It's great. My favorite gen? It's hard for me to say, to be honest. Because it's either 4th gen, it's either 3rd, 4th, or 5th. But with 3rd gen, I don't really like Portable 3rd. With 4th gen, I don't really like GU. And with 5th gen, I don't really like Rise. So it's a bit like, oh, I don't know that. Hey Samurai, how you Doc? How you Tips? Welcome. Welcome. GU's fun. I enjoy bits of GU. I don't know what it is about that game in specific. I think it's just like the onslaught for me in GU. Of how much it is. I think it's a great game if you've got like a gang to go through it with, like you're a group, right? I think it's a really fun game for that. I think for a solo, which is primarily what I am for the most part, the game's kind of a nightmare. Right? There's so many quests. So many of the quests are repeats. Like as soon as you unlock Kirin, for example, I think you unlock 3 Kirin quests simultaneously in Hub. I think 4U is really good. And I love 4U. 4U, 3U, and World basically struggle for first place for me. Whichever one I'm playing at that moment in time after it's been a wee bit since I played the last one. That one's my favorite. But for you, mounting and charge blades are like such problems. In that game. OG Generations on 3DS was your first Monster Hunter. Generations, I think was actually like kind of fine. I think Generations was a good game. I think GU was maybe a mistake. I don't know if they should have made GU. Because the game was kind of already too big. And already bloated to a degree that's like, this is a master rank kind of G rank level game, right? It has that much quests and that much content and stuff in it, all of the monsters and all of that. So when you add an entire extra rank and then all of the deviants get 5 extra quests to them and there's 5, 6 more deviants? I can't remember. A bit exhausting, right? I think I may be a little bit less fanatic, shall we say, than the average Monster Hunter fan, though. I like my variety still, so when the game has that much stuff in it for me, it's not a benefit, it's I get tired out, right? But for the people who could never get enough Monster Hunter, GU is like a friggin' gold mine. It's heaven. Means the second Gen 6 game would be good. If you follow the logic, yeah, I guess. I guess that would be true, Capaz. Since I've not enjoyed one of 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and I already haven't enjoyed one of 6 so far, in theory, I would enjoy the portable teams game. Which is not normally how that works. I still think they're all good games though, right? Even if I don't enjoy some of them as much as others. Like a Monster Hunter I don't enjoy is still like a 6 out of 10. It's still above average as a game. I'm just being unfair and comparing it to the Monster Hunters that I do like, which are like 9 out of 10s. No, I don't think there is either, Cavheads. But in theory, the next game will primarily be developed with the Switch 2 in mind, right? That's kind of more the focus. Was it Rise made by a portable team? Yes and no. I think the general understanding of how it works at the moment is, say for argument's sake, Capcom has 50 people on staff at any point in time. It's obviously going to be more, right? But specifically for their like Monster Hunter division, around 35 of those 50 people are currently working on Ascendance for Wilds. The other 15 people are working on whatever the second Gen 6 game is going to be called. As soon as Ascendance is done, those numbers will flip. So there's 35 people working on Ascendance, or sorry, working on whatever the next game is, and like 15 people finishing off the title updates for Ascendance. And then everyone will work on the next game until it releases, and then it will switch again. So it's like 35 working on the DLC, and 15 working on whatever the Gen 7 game will be. I think that's the current like understanding of how it works, rather than there's like Team A and Team B, and they work on the games separately. Because I think if you look at the directors for World and Rise, the like full game directors are either directors on the other game or in very high positions as well still. Came out Switch 1 before it came out on PC, yeah. I think it's just less of like a portable team and a mainline team anymore, and more of just like conceptually, Wilds was designed with consoles in mind. Whatever the game after Wilds will probably be designed with Switch 2 in mind. Not that they did a great job in terms of performance with Sunbreak on the Switch, but hi. Like, wow, this feels like an amalgamation, yeah. I think it's, like, there's a quicker reaction cycle now as well, right? It's kind of hearsay to a degree, like, I don't know how true it is, but it feels like a lot of Rise's maps were going to be segmented. But then because World did so good, and it had open world maps, all of Rise's maps became open world, right? Which is why sometimes it feels like there's areas that are very sparse in the connecting zones between the actual areas themselves. Don't know how true it is, but it feels like there's maybe a degree of validity there to me. So I think just generally, like, people react a lot quicker now. Wilds, Rise had good reception because of like its abilities and its high pace and its increased speed, and then that was immediately reincorporated into Wilds rather than waiting until either the next quote-unquote portable game or the next Gen 7 game. They can insta-turn around it. And they get so much more feedback now since World's success, right? Both good and bad. I just hope that performance is not something that gets left behind again. For either the upcoming DLC or for any future games. Because it wasn't very good, right? Good stuff. I really thought that face was going to be relatively close to getting the knockdown, but apparently not. Where the hell is my bug? It's all the way over there! It's definitely gonna be very, very interesting to see what they do with the next game. Not with the DLC, because the DLC can only really fiddle with stuff that's already going on in Wilds, right? But with the next actual game. And how that plays out.
Yeah.
What did I have? Radabon, Rathian, Paolumu. that it? I think that might be it. An expansion of a world. I would honestly love expansions for the games that add more progression-based content rather than just endgame content. I think that would be so fun. More 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star monsters. It's cool to have, like, you know, your Fatalis and your Alatreon and all of that. But I would adore having, like, a freaking Heptacabra update or something, right? It's one of those things that's way too much work, and it will never happen. So it's purely in the realm of fantasy. But post-update, once the DLCs come out, once all the title updates are done and it's all finished, that makes it so that you don't have to wait until Master Rank to go to the Master Rank locale. In this case, the Hoarfrost Reach, right? So the game has a bit more balance as you make your way through. It's not like there's no ice weapons, there's no ice weapons, there's no ice weapons. Suddenly there's 3 ice weapons in Master Rank. I think that would be cool. And then just pop in the spots where there's some, like, weakness in terms of progression. Like Zinogre in this game is a great example. And Stygian Zinogre as well. Stygian's maybe a better example. There's not really a great deal of good dragon weapons in this game. You get to Stygian in post-game, and you finally get yourself a good dragon weapon. And then basically, like, the next thing you need to do is Alatreon. And Stygian's weapon is immediately pointless. Which kind of sucks. Because they look really cool. And you can layer them and stuff, but it'd be nice to use them through progression, right? Port for you. Would you want a port? This is always the question I ask. Do you want a port it for you? Or do you want like a remaster? Not a remake, but a remaster. Balance up like mounting a little bit. Make mounting work like it works in GU, for example. Nerf. What'd you call it? A little bit as well. Charge blade. Add some more charge blades and some more insect glaives so they don't just have like demonstrably less weapons than all the other ones. I think it would make it a lot more fun. A port would be nice, but I feel like a remaster would make it. That's a tippity-toppity game right there. You couldn't get through it on emulator. Oh, why not? Oh no, that's shit. Not even because like it was just too difficult or whatever, you just got absolutely fucked out of it. That sucks. That's a weird one. Crashed every time you talk to the captain. How strange. Unfortunately, one of those things when it comes to emulation as well, right, is that it's sometimes a pain in the fucking ass to try and find solutions to the problem, because it's not like if they just released for you on Steam, there's not like 50,000 people who are all playing it and all putting up resources and information everywhere. All a bunch of different versions. Find the one that works, you can't be asked, yeah. Oh god, especially now with there being different versions, it's true. It's not just Citra anymore. There's like a million forks of Citra now, isn't there? Which are all called different bloody things. I am very, very glad, very happy that I have my Citra installed. It still works. For both for you and for you. Then I'm trying to fight Hydra, yeah. Yup. I can't remember what the Switch emulator was called at this point. But dude, they fucking deserve that. There's very, very few times in which I will actually be... I mean, I don't support Nintendo even in doing that, but if there's ever a time in which Nintendo is somewhat justified, what the fuck were they doing? Selling early access to games that hadn't even released yet on a Switch emulator when Switch is still an active console. What are you doing? Asking for death. Longing for death. Was a bit foolish, yeah. I think they were a bit lucky that Nintendo just sent like lawyers after them and not like fucking assassins, right? But hey, at least in regards to Nintendo, they might not necessarily be the overwhelmingly win everything litigious powerhouse that they once were anymore. Because it seems a lot like Palworld's actually gonna functionally come out the winner of that lawsuit. Like they still lose out on all of the fees and all of the money and like all of that bollocks, but you know, they get to keep their fucking game. It's a pretty big loss for Nintendo. Nintendo's likely to have their spurious patents upheld, at least in Japan. What I've heard, interestingly, is not necessarily the opposite, but like, you know, their goal was to shut Palworld down as a game in its entirety. And they were using everything that they possibly could. What it seems like, to my knowledge, is that of the however many massive amounts of patents they had, maybe only like 2 or 3 of them have actually been given any validity, and the rest of them have been dismissed. Like, you can't use this to enforce, which means that, to a degree, if they actually go all the way through courts and actually not settle, it becomes an actual like final verdict. It kind of means that all of those extra patents have no validity. Including one of them, which was the ability to like summon monsters at a range. Basically, I think it's one of the ones that's been basically said like, this is bullshit. Like, people have done this before you can't have this. So they'll uphold some of them in all likelihood. But it's all the ones that they don't get that's important. Because when it's done in a legal sense, rather than settled out of court, right, that essentially means there's a precedent for how the legal ruling on that goes. Which means all of those things are way more likely to be considered just like spurious, yeah, like superfluous claims, and they'll be dismissed before it even happens. But all of the ones that are dismissed is really important in the long run. Patents like that are nonsense, shouldn't be a thing, 100%. The thing I've always thought of, like, comparing it to in my mind is it's not like they're trying to, like, the way that they try and sell it, right, is they're trying to patent a specific subset of a whole thing. But what it's more akin to what they're doing is they're not trying to patent their specific way of making bread and all of the ingredients and secret techniques they have that makes it their bread. They're trying to patent bread. Just without actually patenting bread. That's functionally what they try and do. So they straight up should not be allowed to get away with it. It's complete bullshit. And Nintendo especially is like weird, right? Not Nintendo, sorry. Japan. And Japan's laws are very, very strange. But I think what they, to a degree, also need to understand is if they uphold these ridiculous fucking laws and other people don't, all that's going to happen is that the games are just not going to get sold in Japan. Like if someone wants to make a Pokemon-like game, and everywhere else in the world is cool with it, but Japan isn't, Japan just doesn't get the game. If it's not sold in the country, it's not, like, privy to its laws, right? And it's a very easy thing to do, to just be like, don't sell this product in this country. They're a big market for sure, but not compared to exclusively just all of the rest of Asia. Not even like anywhere else in the world. Go back for food. Entertain me. We do not need to get me a potion, Joe. I already struggle to throw off the yoke of being exclusively a Monster Hunter streamer enough, Eugene. Let's not make it worse. Hello Dawn, hello Summers, how you both? Capitalism requires scarcity, it will create it when possible. No. The point of what it's meant to be, which is never how anything actually works, right, is actually that you have a lot of the thing in question. So, to use bread as an example again, right? It's not to create a scarcity of bread to drive up the prices. It's very idealistic, as is the initial implementation of any kind of like societal political thing like that, right? The idea is that you have a shit ton of people making bread. And what happens is that people compete to get to a lower price while still maintaining a good product. That's the idea, at least. The problem, and the reason why it doesn't work in actuality, is greed. Like, capitalism itself is not necessarily broken and horribly, like, destroyed, right? Same thing with, like, communism or any of the other fucking infinite things. The problem is always that just the people who have power in the systems are greedy and then abuse them and aren't stopped. You've had a stupid and funny idea at work. Oh god. What have you done? Thinking of making Dwarven Rangers go supersonic. People going supersonic doesn't tend to be too good for their health, but good luck. It really is just the fucking bugs. It's just the fucking bugs. The fact that so many of these pricks need 2 conflagrant sacks, it's terrible. Paolumu, Radaman. I still don't see Pinkian as an available quest at the moment. But maybe I do after that one. Now that I've killed Rathian. No, Pinkian's not in here. Yeah, just these 2. Paolumu and Radaman. Oh, wait, 5,000 Anjanaths? Yep. Yep. I need 12 conflagrant sacks. I don't know why on earth they did it. I don't know why on earth they did that. Luckily the sacks are available in Master Rank in Shinies. You know what I should also probably do? Send the frickin' cats out. There's one Anjanath there. They're here. That's through here, right? Yeah. It is a bit of a bummer. The pure focus on like one specific monster is gonna suck. Hopefully, with the help of an investigation, it will be relatively quick. Can you get them from Rathian as well? Or is it just Anjanath? It is all the Fire Wyverns, okay. So we can at least switch it up between Rathian and Anjanath. Ban on, use paper to wipe your mouth. Don't notice it flies off the table, you rip it over. Turn around, you just got like a friggin' stack of them behind you. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm allergic to Rathian. I've seen a Rathian specifically in the Master Rank now as well, so... If she's not in the quest list at this point, then she just doesn't count. I'm totally in when it comes to Andrew, you still need the gems. Yeah, I think I'll need like a gem for the whatever it's called, a pallium, a mantle, whatever he has for the sake of this rank. Wait, you fight Nightshade and Paolumu in the same rank as well. That's also weird. Maybe I just needed to see Pinkian in Master Rank first. Who knows? I'm so glad this weapon is actually usable. Thanks to Handicraft. Otherwise I would not have a good fire weapon for this. Hi, Pinkian. Did you have to come back that quickly? I mean, I do appreciate that, though. I thought she was gonna backflip me there. She's gonna try at least. Why though? That slower bug damage noise was very satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. I still gonna use the quicker bug though. Okay. What are you doing? Thanks, Cincy. You little weirdo. Got stun resist forward echo? Yo, nice. That's great. I don't know if I've had any level 4s that I've paid attention to that have been like really good for me. The only one that I can remember that I got was a pure artillery deco, but it doesn't help me. It just would have been really good for Charge Blade or Gunlance. First level 4 you get in Mastering. Pure arty. Gallagher stick? Yeah. Why not Rifle Spear? Just put a gun on the insect. Turn it into a little drone. That move. I'm dead. Yep. I fucking moved, man. It's stuff like that where I'm starting to get a little bit scared about my armor. I think I'll be fine for one more rank. But I am on the cusp here of make one mistake die, right? Hey, there it is. Well done, Weiss. I'll have to see if Twitch has unfucked itself on the back end so I can actually edit the redeem once the quest is over here, but I will message you about it. Should I message you on Discord? You have 50 points. I can reject it and return them to you if you want. No. It's like the one-time Twitch glitches and you just never get the points back. Sillier, dude. Oops. Please stop. Walk around like a care of the world walking into the trap, yep. It's the best bit about having the cat trap is random notifications that something's been trapped on the other side of the map. Bloody thing. Speaking of Cincy, hi Cincy. Well done, Weiss. You saved up for so friggin' long. Good shit. You know what? Just because it's funny. Oh, never mind. The Dream Redeem I will stream. That's it. That's all it does. Imagine going through all that and then I'm just like, yeah, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't actually do shit. Everyone unsubs. Oh no, not the 3 people who are subbed. Okay, let's see if Twitch backend has stopped shitting itself once I've carved this Palumi. And then I can send you this thing. We'll do this. That's the first one, that's easy. Are you gonna work? Yes. Weiss, I need a letter from you. That is not C, E, G, I, or T. You'll say A just to check, okay? Sure. Hello, Raka. How are you? Let me just look at this real quick. Is there really that few of them in here? Oh, that's another one. Okay. That's updated. Let me just message you on Discord. Let me copy this one I've sent to someone previously because I'm lazy. um, Okie dokie. I'm sending this to the correct person, yes? Yes. Yes. Let me add that little bit onto the end. There we go. You just realized it has a description? It does have a description. A very helpful description. That's what the letter's for. There you go. Hello. There's suddenly a person in front of me. You need to see Pinkian specifically in Master Rank before Pinkian appears. Weird. Okay, 2 more then. Radaban and Pinkian and then multi. Very, very weird. Fuck, Radaban's weak to Dragon, right? That's Radaban's second weakness. Ice? Okay. Dragon sucks in this game. You know what the funny thing is? I actually don't know what it says unless I reference my reference doc. Because I am absolutely terrible at that sort of thing. I used my specialized yesterday. Twice. It's crazy. I can't say I don't have them. All I can say is I don't know where they are though. They've used their one-time appearance for the year, they're gone now. I'm not gonna find them again. It's all over. I keep having moments where I'm just like happily playing along with whatever game it is that I'm playing on stream. And then my brain just goes, it's September soon. I'm like, fuck. Can't use my specialize in September either. Remember that one. September the Flesh Pound. It feels more like a undeterminable horde of quarter pounds. Because I don't know what I'm going to be dealing with. We learned recently that they do not have an explosive weakness. Oh, really? Interesting. Demo not as good against them then. Superior AA12 gameplay persists. I was having way too much fun playing support. That class is fucking fun. Had a new firebug loadout you like? Oh yeah? Did you keep playing? Oh yeah, I suppose you would have, because you had the rest of the day, right? It wasn't 11:30 for you. Incendio M16, the Helios rifle. Is the Helios rifle like the like fucking laser beam or whatever the hell is going on? Whatever it is. It isn't a beam? Okay. I have this weird memory of there being a beam weapon in Killing Florence. I don't know why. The microwave gun? Okay. If that's a beam weapon, maybe. Totally forgot they added those mini fish pounds. Yeah. They're really funny. I didn't know about it until I started playing it again recently. They're fucking amazing. It scared the shit out of me the first time because I didn't know they existed. I heard an absolute ton of noises like flesh pounds were spawning in, and I was like, oh, good. I'm fucked. And then a bunch of mini dudes charged me, and I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. Absolutely love it. Name sells it. Them being called quarter pounds is brilliant. That was a good, it was a good fuck. Partner keeps calling them quarter pounders, which makes them sound American. Yeah. Which, while the point is not what they are, right? That is what they're aiming for. had a lot of fun playing. It was good. Good times. It was good times. It went so friggin' well as well. Can't believe it went so well. Do we win every match? Do we not be ready for suicidal? I mean, I am. My classes aren't. Is the problem. I don't know what recommended level it has for suicidal. $15 to $25. What does it recommend for the harder difficulties? How about that? Just straight up 25, okay. Yeah, the problem is I switch class too often though, right? Like I have a few that I enjoy playing, but I switch way too much. I enjoy my variety. Get close to being out of prestige. Does it, pardon me, give you anything, or is it just like more experience on leveling it next time around? Sounds like you and Monster, yeah. Sometimes, like, I'm really weird, specifically with games with guns in them. I don't know why. But sometimes I'm like, I just really feel like this specific type of weapon. So I played Medic yesterday in the first match, but then I was like, I want to shotgun things. Well, that's a problem. It's probably why I don't play the indeterminate classes a bit more. Like the demo and the flamethrower. I don't play those as much. And it's probably because they're not really like archetypes, they're just specific things. Unique melee weapon for Medic, at least. That just exists now. That's just... You could just use that as Medic. If that was locked behind Prestige before. You read it? Does it intrigue you? I hope it's worthwhile. Well, it's like, is it good? Emo Club or whatever the name is, yeah, I don't remember. I think I might try and specialize myself into those 4 classes that I play the most though. and not play the other ones as much so that I can actually level up to try and level. To be kind of like at rank with you. I'll just play SWAT, sharpshooter, medic, support, probably. Remembering a knife or something might be aesthetic. Oh, that would be cool if your knife changes as well. Because the knives are class specific. In another stream, you're trying to get 500,000 to make them play Caligula. Ooh. Every pack has its own knife? Yeah. The medic has a scalpel? Zerk is a lawnmower blade. Like you do. Average Berserk moment, though, to be honest. Probably ripped it off while the lawnmower was still running. I gotta say, I fucking love that medic rocket launcher. I think it's crazy good. If you hit a friendly with that thing, I swear it heals them for like 75 health. It's ridiculous. And then it reloads really quickly. Considering it's a fucking RPG. Oh. I really like when things add prestige systems like that. Because a lot of the fun for me in a lot of games is progression, so getting stuck as such becomes like kind of boring. Oh, after nothing. Raka, have you played the Relink DLC? Not yet. Okay. Talked to some friends about it. What did they say? My brain is a fucking sieve, so I can't remember who it was, but someone was in here yesterday talking about it. And they added a thing that allows you to, like, check how much damage you're doing compared to your damage cap, and... Oh! That sounds so good. I just wanted to know what you thought, if you'd played it. I value your opinion. With a freaking stab. Seem to enjoy it. Progression is good. The skill spec thing allows you to give characters new playstyles. Cool. I don't know what I would do if I did eventually grab it. Because I think it would maybe be fun to start like a new save on it, but also that's a lot of grind. Right? That's a lot of grind! Every character has 3 specs. 1 is an enhanced version, and 2 are new. Interesting. Interesting. So there could be more interesting people than just Jewel Bladey Man. Although I'd probably just play Jewel Bladey Man. I know who I am. I start a new save, learn a new character. I just like the progression, you know? You know me. I like the feeling of starting fresh and then going through it again. I never remember. Is Pinkian same dragon weakness, or is Pinkian slightly different? Pinkian is the same. You want to try the new ones? Are the new ones only available... How does the DLC work as such? Yeah, Goldian's weak to lightning, that I know. If you know. Is it just like everything is available from the start? It's the same campaigns, same missions as such, but there's new characters and new specializations? Or is there like a whole new thing and it's in that thing instead? There's 2 extra difficulties. Ah, okay, that's a good way of doing it. You can earn extra cards to be able to buy the new people. Are they like unique to those people, or provided you have the DLC, whenever you get any of the cards anyway, could you buy the new people with it? Say you did start a fresh save file as soon as you got to the requisite number of cards. Some are generic, some are uniques. Okay, cool. Very neat. Someone said that one of the characters is moderately overpowered. Just do an Andrew for sacks, you're taking an investigation. Yeah, it seems like that's probably the best thing for sure. Pinky and being thrown into the mix, unfortunately, makes it take a bit longer. The question mark review is gonna haunt you, why is that, Cat Pants? Who did they say is OP? I don't remember the name. It might have had a V in it, I don't remember. Not Beatrice. They said Beatrice is actually kind of weak. Because Mace asked about Beatrice. A V, sorry, not a B. V. You think you've worked out the gist, but not the details? So now it's just frustrating the shit out of you? Nobody has a V? Okay, then I don't know. Unfortunately, my noggin is 0 retention. Well done, by the way, Cat Pants. It might be Fedio? Fedio? Whatever the fuck you say that as. I think it might be that one. Isn't Galanza and Magiel the enemies? That's the big man and the sword lady, right? Yeah. I don't know if you remember it or not, Eugene. I played Relink on stream. It's the DLC for Relink. Was one of the games Raka redeemed. I actually had a YouTube video the other day which was something along the lines of every Monster Hunter player should play this game, and it was Relink. I saw it in the thumbnail. Didn't watch the video though. I was just like, I know what that is. You got clickbaited by that? I don't get clickbaited by the videos that mention Monster Hunter because I'm like, you're probably not talking about the Monster Hunter that I like. Although in the case of Relink, it actually kind of is, but typically, not anymore. It's legit Monster Hunter progression. Yeah, it is. It's also so gorgeous. It's such a pretty game. Oh my god, the animations are... It's astonishing. You installed the demo, you still haven't tried it, you'll get to it someday. The final fight that I did in that game, which was Lucilius, when I won that fight, it reminded me of like the same feeling of staying up or waking up at like 5 in the morning or something to sneak into the living room to play on my Wii to try and beat Lagiacrus while everyone else was asleep. That moment where I finally beat Lagiacrus, it was the same like that fight's fucking hard, man. Fun though. Probably a lot more fun if you use people instead of AI companions. Though. Apparently they improved it. Oh, really? Did they improve it for specifically that fight? Just stand in the fucking bubbles! In general, cool. Very cool. I would recommend it. God, that game's pretty. That's all I can think about. Me wandering around for half an hour. It's just so fucking well done. You gotta. Even that village, to a degree, feels very Monster Hunter-y. For some reason. Yep. What I want to know, I really wish that there was more like transparency from game companies in general, right? With the amount of clipping that happens in World in general, how bad were the Leviathans? If that's the reason why they didn't add the... What was happening? What the hell was happening? Like, did they just reach certain parts of terrain and just go fucking vertical or something? The post, right. Disappeared and fell through the map, yeah. I mean, that's happened to me before. Wait, you're VIP, yep. You are. Oh no. Hi, Fulgur. How you doing, buddy? Raw, big bad, scary. Scary. Whatever you are. Fucking warp stuff. God, I play friggin' Wicked Knights, so I'm gonna have to deal with that again, aren't I? Just use the warp staff. No! Whenever that comes out. I at least used the rescue stuff. Did I actually? I don't even remember that. Neat. Several times, oh shit. Look at me. Oh, she went all the way down. Amazing. Whee! Did Buddy Boy have a rescue staff? What was his name? Asahi or something? You have him for a few missions and then he goes like and joins the bad people. Did they have a rescue staff? That comes back, yeah. They did. Oh. I got some memories rattling around there somewhere, apparently. Oh, that's convenient. I need to run to the loo real quick. I'll be right back. Hello. Hello. So 2-player one, you use Lucky Voucher from what the time's giving. It might be 2 hunts. Yeah, we might be able to get 2 in, which is nice. Pow, 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 pow. I don't know if we're gonna get the hunt though if you're dead on the stool though. Rest in peace. Oh, reanimated. I'm still so sad. The Necromancer man and Miles the Enchanter both died in like horrible one-shot scenarios in that final combat. What was the Necromancer dude called? I can't remember what his name was. It was a demon. That I remember. Everlast, that's it. I remember their name was like the most ardent wish or something. Somebody else died too. Yeah, but they weren't important. I can't even remember who the person was. You know, it was it? Did I wipe out the frickin' the Naga? I don't know if it was. Nice KO. I want to say I remember 3. I'm pretty sure there was 3. And I do think the other one I was using as an archer. And Kotoko was a hybrid for me. Archer slash... slash their own ranged attack slash melee. So it could have been. is good. I'm still blown away by the sheer amount of class and like individual unit variety that that game has. It's really, really impressive. Two healers and two archers can have such sheer variety in what they can do because of the way that the skills work. And then their evolutions on top of that. Gun chicken. Fucking chicken with a musket. Absolutely squawking it. Fucking fantastic. Good job. Amazing. That was actually perfect to not punish the mount. I bet that looks fucking weird on YouTube screen though. Hail cut into mount knockdown immediately. The pretty flower hammer. Very nice. Should really be doing that as often as possible to be able to pick up this. Trouble Director VOD, I got Kotoko killed. Did I get Kotoko killed, or did Kotoko just unfortunately die? We don't need to be that specific. Dude, that poison effect was so crazy. Just doubles the effectiveness of poison. Absolutely fucking fantastic system. Really, really well made. I really look forward to seeing what the absolute shenanigans are in the next one with people's skills. Very excited to see what they do. Excited about your own one as well. Even if you're not allowed to have support conversations. Is that the protagonist? Or is that the... just a character that you like? Okay. I truly have been, like, completely out of the loop of it so that it's all fresh. All exciting. It's that horrible thing of, like, I want to be there to be like, yo, all this stuff's so cool. Go, go. And then I also just like, but I want it to be hidden, special. Getting excited for something that won't be out until 2028, yeah. Just have to replay nearly. Actually, did you finish it in the first place? No, you'll just have to finish daily. Have you managed to do any more Freedom Unite routes, or are you still stuck on the on the duck? Hello, Hollow. How you doing? That's me. That's my name. It is honestly weird seeing people type out the full thing at this point. Exam failed successfully. Do you know that for surezies? Or do you just feel it? At least it's over, right? The stress the horrors, the cramming, it's gone. You don't have to do it for that exam again. Look. The knockout of the pin was you trying to knock me into the air. Amazing. I got 4 Conflagrant sacks. Fantastic. I'm fucked for the remainder of my days. I'm not getting any more. Bugs. Can get 3 bugs now. I actually got 5 from that one quest because I got one from the ground pickup as well. This is how you upgrade bugs. What do I need? A Viper Toby. Green. 3 extra fucking things greened. Delightful. Diablo's Cortexes I can't get. Wrathwing Talons I can, but I don't need them yet. Cryosacs I don't need yet. Viper Toby, Odo Hardfangs I don't need. I need lots of Viper Toby bits. I need 1 Nightshade Palumifer and then just the Conflagrant Sex. That's like it. By the looks of things, I don't even have a Viper Toby, so whatever you've got will be better. It's alright. It's alright. Not too shabby. Lightning. Dummy. I have trap stuff. hardest part of the capture quest is remembering it's a fucking capture quest. That's how you actually have the drive to do something. They offer you an oral exam as a last chance, so to speak, if you fail 3 exams. That's very kind of them. Oops. Remember that coffee isn't very nice for your digestive tank if you hadn't had it in 3 months. No, it would not be in that instance. It's with the jokes and kind words that helps to take the edge off. Good, I'm glad. I am glad. That we were able to beat them out. Can you keep Entan as your house pet? I mean... Is he at the park? The ducks at the park are free. You want to get some bread? You shouldn't feed foul bread. It can bloat their insides. It's not very good for them. They're just done and they're like, shit's delicious. Like us, really. The KO! Nice. The sword and board KO. Oh wait, was that not a KO? I thought it was. I think it was just a very conveniently timed knockdown, maybe. I don't know if you're just trying to get the ammo, Eugene. But if you roll into the monster and then do L2, I think, you do a attack that can instant Enderos with Sword and Shield. It's like you should have some every day. The coffee? You're up in Stamina Thief? Knockout free? Oh, okay. Amazing. Yeah, that's the one. Good shit. That's full break. Remember, this is a capture quest. We don't need to cap him yet, but remember, it is a capture quest. We must recall this information. Oh, if you click the stick in, you can shoot your ammo in a stronger way as well, Eugene. While you're aiming your slinger ammo, if you click your right stick in, you do slinger burst instead of individual shot. Like the like some of the heavy weapons, like hammer can do and stuff. Why did my weapon not fully sharpen? Because I had too much to sharpen. Sharpness, whenever you sharpen, goes up by a set amount. The number is just a lot higher in World than it is in some of the older games. So it puts your sharpness up by like 100 points, for argument's sake, right? So if you've got 150 points worth of sharpness that he's doing, it won't do it all. It's just so rare that you see it in World. Because of the ease of access of stuff like Razor Sharp and Protected Polish and Master's Touch. Or Speed Sharpening. And higher sharpness gives you like the damage multiplier, right? So $300? Oh my god. Not capable yet. I don't have another trap. Also, we need to pre-trank him first, because the cat's popped so many traps on him that he gets out of them super fucking quickly. Hey, never mind. Was it a good walk? Find it. You don't know the last time you hit blue sharpness and master rank gear? Exactly right. And because this is like early game master rank gear, didn't know about those two moves. They're a bit hidden, and they're really useful. The insta tenderize is fucking crazy good. You just don't drop any ammo, right? And the slinger burst thing is like genuinely early game, does more DPS than you do. If you get piercing pods and then just use the like spread slinger, it out damages your weapon. You're in physical pain if you don't have at least white. Nah, that's can't have that much white. And this actually has a pretty decent chunk on it at the moment, but a lot of my weapons, even with Handy 5, don't have that much, right? Another weapon complete. Green. I have 1 more weapon and 3 more bugs, and then Master Rank 2 is done. 1 and 2 in the same week. Two was incredibly short, but... I need a single Nightshade Paolumu Figfair for this. Master Rank feels weird. There's almost no new monster variants that have almost no things. Yeah, it's early on. It's really weird. Once you get to 3-star, you get like a bunch of the extra shit. Like you get Nagi, you get Tigrex, you get Brachydios, all that stuff, right? Spend some time tomorrow if I manage to get to Multi. Multi will be first thing tomorrow to farm up that tiny little bit of stuff I need. The 6 Conflagrants and the Figfair. For the sake of multiplayer and 3-star, I don't know if that's going to happen tomorrow. Because I'm going to have to do Barioth, Brachydios, Tigrex, Glavenus, Nagakuga, all 4 of the Apex monsters from the locales. Is there any others? There's a lot, right? Would you ever run one of the Tigrex or Brute Tiggy weapons? They seem so poopy. I wouldn't, but that's because I am Elemental Man. So, no. Thank you for the help, Eugene. I appreciate it. If you were just here for Monster Hunter, that's Monster Hunter from me done for today. I will be back with more Monster Hunter tomorrow. You can see when on that link there. Otherwise, I am going to go on a quick break here, and I will be back with some SMT for a little bit. Back in just a moment.